September 15 through October 15 is National Hispanic Heritage Month. It's a time to celebrate the positive contributions of Hispanic Americans to our nation and our city. It's also a good time to bring awareness to how Durham is making sure that the growing Hispanic population is heard and involved in the decisions that impact them and the lives of all residents. Welcome to City Life. I'm Beverly Thompson. Joining me to talk about how the city is doing that is Lenin Martinez-Gallo. He's the city's bilingual human relations specialist. And joining me also is Anabel Roasa. She is the chair of the mayor's Hispanic Latino Committee. Thank you so much for joining me and welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So Lenin, let's get started with you. I know in addition to your other duties, you are the city's liaison to the mayor's Hispanic Latino Committee. Since this is Hispanic Heritage Month, talk a little bit about what a significant role the Hispanic and Latino community is playing in Durham and why the city should be doing everything possible to make sure that they're engaged and included.
Thank you. Sure, yes. As you know, there's the population of Durham. It's 13 plus Hispanic Latino, and continue to grow, and it's like about 35,000 men, women, and children that lives in the area, and there's families or Hispanic Latino families. In any way, in all aspects, they bring growth to the city, like in cultural aspects, educational, business, and more. And these families, usually they require also services, for them, like health, education, transportation, financial services. So I think we must include them, and engage them to participate in the city decisions and projects also the city have. But to have the Hispanic Latino community be inserted in the Durham community, we as service, and that includes me, we have to invite them, direct them, and show them how the community can be involved in the and be part of the city. So the Hispanic Latino community also, they have to know and make sure about the services that the local governments have for them. They have to know how to get these services. And we cannot deny that because as Hispanic too, we are part of this society too.
Exactly. So Anabel, why is it so important that the city have a committee that specifically represents this community?
Be it a committee or just a single person, the important thing is that we have a liaison, a sort of a bridge. That was the word that kept coming through when we were having discussions about the committee, was that we wanted to be a bridge between the city and the people in the community. There are a number of reasons why a bridge we thought was necessary, and one of them was the language barrier. One of them was the immense growth, which the last census showed a huge amount of growth.
Right.
And also the socioeconomic background of many of the people in the community. So we felt like and then discussions went on. The way I became involved with the committee was I went to the mayor and I said, I was working with a particular program, and I said, I think I have some ideas on how this particular program could work better, and he directed me to the committee that was in operation then. And so I immediately saw the benefit of having a group that would be working with this.
Now, how long have you been on the committee?
Since about 2014.
Okay.
And I jumped right in, began working on the bylaws, and the rest is history.
A lot of work to do, I can imagine. So Lenin, tell us briefly about the committee and how it works.
Yeah, the committee was recognized formally by the City Council in 2015, but it's been working since 2002. I understand. I'll be in part of the committee too in around 2015 too, when it was on the process of recognition from the City Council. So the committee it's been formed by 19 members. 15 of them are representative of public and private agencies who, they serve the city Hispanic Latino community in a meaningful and substantial way. So, and the role, in this case of the committee, it's to advise and inform not only the mayor but the city council and also city government leaders and other agencies like from the county too, sometimes about the concerns and issues that have impact to the Hispanic and Latino community here in the city of Durham.
So Anabel, that sounds like a really big job. What exactly is the committee working to accomplish?
It's to make sure that the growth that Durham is experiencing touches and it's enjoyed by the members of this community. We are cognizant of the fact that there are some areas in which the community has lagged behind, be it by the language barrier and by the socioeconomic situations. So we want to make sure that these opportunities in economic growth, in participating in all the different programs that are also enjoyed by the Latino community.
So how do you make sure that the community knows about you and they can come to you with any kind of issues or concerns that they may have?
I think that there are two ways, and they're connected, because the members of the committee come from different agencies, public and private agencies, entities, so to speak. And these entities are working with Latino clients. So they are going to bring to the table information regarding those areas where we need to educate, where help is needed. And also as we sit around the table, we get to talk to each other about the different things that we are all working on and these areas. And so there are opportunities for us to find out how we can avoid repeating programs or help each other with the programs that we're working on. For example, I remember a member from the Habitat from Humanity who comes to our meetings having a discussion with a member of the credit union, the Latino credit union, and just right then and there on the spot, there was a discussion about how they could help each other and information that was crucial for programs that they were each working on.
Connections are important, aren't they? Yeah. So Lenin, I know you're working on 5 key areas of life for the Hispanic and Latino residents in Durham, and fair housing is one of these areas. Why is this such an issue for this community?
Well, many Hispanic families, and I can say because of my position with the city, we are often the families, Hispanic Latino families, are often victims of housing discrimination and other landlord-tenant issues like evictions, fraud, scams, and retaliations because families, citizens complain against the landlords, for example. So in this case, the Human Relations Division, we are part of the Major Hispanic Latino Committee too. So we often bring concerns to the Major Hispanic Latino Committee, and as Anabel said, there's since the agencies that are working with us, they also bring issues or complaints to the Major Hispanic Latino Committee that are addressed through our agency too. So so besides educating the committee about these issues, we often try to address through the Human Relations Division. We also partner with another agencies like Legal Aid of North Carolina, Duke and UNC legal clinics too. When there are cases that are not related to housing discrimination, we address those cases to them too. Code enforcement, which is under our department too, it's been playing a good role too.
So you're a great resource for the community,
Yes, definitely.
business community as well as residents. So Anabel, I know another area is civil rights and justice. Why is this such an area of focus, and what are you doing to help address it?
So the first thing we needed to do was to educate ourselves. After the committee was organized and it became official, one of the things that we concentrated on was to educate ourselves. And the area of fair housing is one that's a perfect example of where civil rights would connect with the work of the committee. And that was an issue that we dealt with pretty closely. We also, there are some areas where the city does not have jurisdiction, but it has become clear that the cities, not just Durham, but cities in general, are going to fill a void because of the conversation that's going on nationally with our community.
Right.
So that we could ask the city council to support a certain legislation that is coming up. And part of that is educating ourselves, educating the city council, and going to the mayor and saying, we think that this is an area affecting our community. Can we support? And in many cases, the city council has supported and has endorsed our ideas. So.
Good, great resource as well for the council members. This is wonderful. So Lenin, I know the issue of economic development for the Hispanic and Latino Committee is huge as well. What is the committee doing on that front?
Well, we have divided the committee in subcommittees. One of the subcommittee is the economic development. So one of the intentions that the Mayor Hispanic Latino Committee have is to identify the ways, to increase the Hispanic Latino participation in the economic development of the initiative on the city of Durham. So one of the ideas is to partnership with another agencies that are related to economic development. We also have there's two departments here in the city of Durham. We've been trying to work with them. They have come to our meetings and do some training and giving us also ideas and the different programs that they have, so they can have the Hispanic Latino community be involved on those programs too. So we have, for example, the Equal Opportunity and Equal Assurance Department, and we also have Office of Economics and Workforce Development too, and other commerce agencies too, public and private, that we usually invite to our meetings to share the information or the different programs that they have, so we can also share with the community.
Okay, sounds good. So Anabel, let's talk about Hispanic Heritage Month. And I know one thing that it specifically celebrates is arts and culture, and that's a big focus for the committee as well. So why is that, and what are you doing to make sure that the Hispanic culture, recreation, and the arts are recognized in everything we do?
Well, Latinos come from many different places, and we have them. We're like the United Nations of the Latino communities there. I come from Puerto Rico. Some of us come from Honduras and El Salvador, Mexico. And I like to say that before anyone hit Plymouth Rock, there were universities. There was a university already in the Dominican Republic, for example. So, and we have such rich cultural heritage, and we are such a mix of people. So we want that to be known, and we want to be, we are here, we want to be represented, we want to be able to enjoy our culture and showcase. So with the groups that come, the members that come, we have been able to, for example, Sherry DeVries comes from the Arts Council, and she shares whenever there's opportunities for scholarships for the children to join in, or if they're looking for somebody, an artist, we can connect them with different activities going on in the community. I recently received an invitation to participate in a program at the convention center, and we're going to be setting up a table and going over there. Last year we showed a documentary, and we invited people from the community. So different things to let people know that we are a rich heritage and culturally diverse people.
Hey, you guys are doing such a big job and such an important job for the people who have been residents here, as well as newcomers who are Latino or Hispanic. So congratulations on that great work. Lenin, before I wrapped up, I wanted to ask you, I know that there is one big final focus on public safety. What are you doing towards that end?
Actually, part of the 19 members that we have on our committee, we have one member from the police department. He's the liaison, Officer Ortiz, and we have also a person, a representative from the sheriff department from the Durham County. And what we do, they often come to our meetings too. So we share a lot of information with them. If we have any concerns, any of our members have any concern, we can, bring those concerns to them. And also, if they have like any situation, any programs that they have that can involve the Hispanic Latino community, they let us know too. So there's programs that we know where the Hispanic Latino community can be involved, and that's how we work. And also, if there's, as I said, concerns about the Hispanic Latino community, we also know about it. We try to figure out solutions for these programs, for the problems. And what we do, it's we try to the goal is to communicate and make a better trust between the law enforcement agencies and the community.
So important.
Yes.
Yeah, huge job. So, Anabel, I asked you a bit earlier about how you were reaching out to the public. So, how do they get to you? How can they find out how you can help them?
Our meetings are public, and so the members who are working out in the community are letting their clientele and the people they work with know when the meetings are. They're welcome to come. The city publicizes our meetings. I have been asked to be a member of the Governor's Advisory Council on Latino Affairs.
Congratulations.
So I'm going to be bringing our message to the governor's table and vice versa. So I'm hoping that way I could bring more people and more voices to the table. But just word of mouth, being a public group, just the fact that we exist, the fact that you've invited us here and we get to tell people about what we do. And as we continue growing and becoming stronger, a stronger voice, I think that the people are going to know where to come, and we're going to know where to go.
Such an important role in the community, and congratulations on that appointment. Lenin, if someone wants to know more about the committee or has any other concerns or issues they'd like to share about fair housing or like any concerns like that, how can they do that? How can they get in contact with you?
Sure, they can visit our website at durhamnc.gov/3212. That's one way. The other one, they can call me to 919-560-4107, or they can email me to Lenin.Martinez-Gallo, is Gallo, at durhamnc.gov.
Okay.
Or they can visit us toward the Human Relations Division office in 807 East Main Street.
Okay, all right. Is there anything I missed? Anything you that we didn't cover?
Well, I think it would be good to invite the community the community in general to assist to our meetings if they want. As Anabel said, they are public. So if they want to bring any concerns or anything that they feel that we can help them, I mean, we're there.
All right, great.
And on my concern for the human relations too, we know for the Hispanic Latino community that are seeing, they if they have like any housing discrimination or other related issues, they certainly can come to our office too, and we will help.
All right, great work and such an important role in the community now. And we appreciate it. Thank
You're very
you.
welcome.
Well, that does it for City Life. Don't forget to follow us on social media, watch us on Durham Television Network and on YouTube, and listen to our podcast on iTunes. I'm Beverly Thompson. Thank you for joining me to learn more about City Life in Durham.